Y'all, I am sick and tired. No, I am literally sick and tired. I'm literally sick. I am sick and tired of health TikToks popping up on my feed and telling me the most bizarre things ever. So y'all can imagine my face when I found out about Alive Water. So this TikToker who goes by the name Elevate with Ellie Styles made a video about this thing called Alive Water. Like, I've never heard of anything in my life. Let's just take a look at the video.
Brought to you by popular demand, let's talk about Alive Water, why I'm obsessed with it. I pay $88 a month to have this delivered to my house.
$88? $88? $88? You know what I can get with $88, including water?
Best $88 that I'll... That is from Asa. It is my new uniform. I have not taken it off and I don't...
Okay, so I did like that outfit. I was like, oh, okay. I know she paid $88 for water, so how much does she pay for this? Y'all, I went on the person's website who sells this outfit. There is nothing below $100. So clearly, Miss Elevate with Ellie Styles, she got some money.
This is Alive Water. Yes, it comes in these gorgeous, gorgeous containers. So their water comes from 2 natural springs that have 0 industrial contamination. And this water is packed with minerals. Deliver all of these jars every 4 weeks. This is high vibe water and you can feel it.
Essentially, she's paying $88 to get a pretty glass and some high vibrations from the water. So mind y'all, this is just spring water. It's just regular spring water which is coming from a river which apparently has no industrial waste. So basically you're paying $88 for a pretty glass which you can set on top of your counter. And when people ask, oh, where did you get this from? You can be like, oh, I spent $88 for some Alive Water. And on top of that, it gives me high vibrations. So yeah, not only do I have money, but I'm actually dumb. You know, I didn't want to judge too quickly, so I went on Alive Water's website and I went ahead and see what the hype is about. Why would you pay $88 for this? But turns out it's $22 for 1 jar. They don't sell it in singles. So it's basically like a subscription. You can't just buy like a single jug of water. You can only buy it in packs. And I think it's delivered at different times too. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. It's $22 from water that so-called come from rare springs and has no industrial waste. Even though they have to manufacture the glass, which I'm pretty sure needs manufacturing. I don't get it. Anyone can go into a random spring and say, hey, I'm gonna charge you $88 for this because it comes from a rare spring which no one else has discovered and no one else has taken water from this and there's no industrial waste in it. So I'm like, no, she have to explain herself further. She have to explain herself further. I just found a video of her stitching someone who she sees as a credible source of water information. Does that make that?
What?
Brought to you by popular demand, let's talk about Alive Water, why I'm obsessed with it.
Let's talk about Alive Water. Hello everybody, here's Martin, your personal water sommelier. Yes, I even have this right here and this one as well. This is Alive Water. It depends really where you live, but here I live in Los Angeles, so this comes from the Opal Spring here in California. The TDS is 93. I hate the name, I want to be honest, because I don't believe in life and dead water.
Martin already starting out strong. Like, I agree with you, Martin.
Is the water gonna kill me or bring me back to life?
So the company is just called Alive Water because this is nothing else than a regular spring-sourced water. For example, like Arrowhead, like Poland Springs, like Future.
He literally just called it regular spring water. Like, literally just called it regular spring water. And she's in front here like, yeah. Yeah, I'm paying $88 for some regular spring water. Just say you're rich and go on about your day. Like, you can just get Fiji and what is it? Evian? You can literally get anything else for a cheaper price, which is still a bit more expensive. You're just paying for marketing in a pretty jar. And I thought the water would have an option where you can send the jars back and get it refilled. There's no option for that on their website. I could double check to make sure if I was wrong. And if I'm wrong, I'm gonna insert the video of me editing saying, hey, Izzy was wrong. As I was going through Elevate with Ellie Styles TikTok, I stumbled across some interesting videos.
Something that mushrooms have taught me is to unapologetically and boldly speak your truth. And in sharing your truth and embodying your full, true, authentic expression, you will trigger the shit out of people. You will trigger their fears and their insecurities and all the spaces.
Yes, we all heard correctly. She's talking about mushrooms, like psychedelic mushrooms. You know, the mushrooms that make you see stuff? Can I even say that on YouTube? She's talking about taking mushrooms and claiming that it helps you with speaking your truth and living your truth. But let's look at the rest of this video to see if Maybe she can teach us something.
Within themselves that they have not allowed themselves to feel and be expressed. And you will make people question you. You won't always be understood or heard or seen. And you don't need to be. You don't need to be fully understood. And you will, most importantly, deeply inspire and empower and liberate others into expressing their most authentic truth. And that's the most powerful thing that you can ever do, is to liberate yourself. And in that liberation, you liberate others. So speak your truth.
So we're gonna see this pattern in a bunch of her other videos of her speaking, but it's almost like she's not saying anything. You know when somebody put together a bunch of pretty words and it sounds like they're about to say the most powerful thing ever, but the whole time what they're saying can be summarized in one sentence? Yes, that is Ellie. And half of Ellie's videos is just like that. She just talking, like, wait, what is she saying? I lost track from 5 seconds into the video. Only for her to summarize it in one sentence at the end, and it's like, I'm sorry, most of my videos because I just be talking all the time. And she's advocating for people to take micro doses of these mushrooms. And I'm like, why would you want to do that? Like, this video kind of makes it seem like you're just gonna express your true self from taking these mushrooms. That doesn't seem reasonable. There's many other medically approved things that you can take other than microdose mushrooms. What else do these mushrooms have to offer?
This is a super powerful prayer to include in your intention setting process. So intention setting, when you micro or macro dose the mushroom medicine, can completely shift and change your experience. And I talk a lot about speaking to this medicine. This medicine is alive, it has a consciousness, and so
medicine. Yeah. A lot of people in clubs take medicines too, bro, but it's not legal. Is mushrooms even legal in the United States? Let me see.
Why is no one just giving me a yes or no answer?
It looks like certain mushrooms are legal in the United States, and the dosage and the type of mushrooms you're selling varies. But honestly, this just feels like a rich person who discovered both spirituality and now they're just trying to sell this to all of us. And I'm not crazy, because she's actually trying to sell a lot of things to all of us.
This is a prayer I'm going to show you soon that I use prior to taking the medicine, whether it's in a micro, a macro setting, whether I'm facilitating a ceremony, or just taking my micro dose on a daily basis. This is the prayer that I use to connect with the spirit of the medicine. Okay, so this prayer is from Don Eligio, and he was...
Y'all, she just said the same thing must be about 3 times. And I think this is a result of her probably being high all the time. Like, y'all cannot tell me if someone in a lower tax bracket did the same thing, they would not be ostracized and looks, they would be labeled as an addict. Oh yeah, she recognizes the mushroom as a spirit. And I'm not trying to shame anybody who believes in spirituality and, you have your different beliefs. You do you. You do exactly what you want to do. That's your life. I really don't care. Whatever works for you, keep on going. But when I see things like this, it just feels like someone is trying to market something to me. Like, they don't actually believe what they're saying and they don't fully understand what they're saying.
Us soft spiritual mushroom girlies don't really resonate with the idea of working long hours. Number 1, because we have a cycle. Number 2, because we'd rather be under a tree writing poetry.
Why would you advocate for this one thing, just this one thing, and say that it's gonna change your life, it's gonna make you happy, it's gonna make you live your true self? There's many other things that do that, and I'm pretty sure there's more to it than just microdosing mushrooms. And the way she makes it seem like she uses all these huge words, and to be honest, I don't think she's actually present with us most of the times in these videos, if you'll get what I mean. I recognize you're a spiritual being in a physical body just like me.
Oh, okay, I absolutely couldn't fathom why you pay $88 for water, but now I understand. The water scam is making more sense now. Oh, you are literally so unattached to reality.
And it makes sense. It's like, somebody in their right mind, in their stable mind, wouldn't pay $88 for water. And now you're saying, hey guys, I'm microdosing these mushrooms. You should try it too. And I'm like, okay, you kind of got me. Let me see how much these mushrooms are for. So she uses the microdosing mushrooms that come from the brand Flow Dose. When you go on the website, y'all, why is it $49 for some microdose mushrooms in 100 milligrams? That's the lowest dosage you can get. And then they also have a 60 capsules option. You know how much it's for? $169. And you mean to tell me you're supposed to take these almost every day? If I was to get the 15 capsules one, after 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, I would have to spend another $49. just so I could remain above water. And if I can't afford it, oh well, deal with the side effects. Deal with the withdrawal symptoms. If you guys are wondering, how does Ellie afford all these things? How is she able to splurge all her money on Pilates, matcha, farmer's market, mushrooms, live water? How is she able to do all of these things? It's almost like she's in a different reality from us, which in her head she is, bro. She's literally on shrooms. Miss Ellie is a plant medicine facilitator and healer, and that's her job. I was like, wait, that still doesn't make any sense. Who is giving her all this money to support this luxurious lifestyle she's living? So I stumbled across a comment that said, you know, they wanted to get on a call with her and have a mushroom healing thing with her, but it costs $1,600. I was like, what? Where are you getting this information? And I didn't even know she sells things through TikTok. So I went on her website, y'all. Let me just scroll through it right now and show y'all what I'm talking about. She has free flow dose pack with code ELEVATE. That makes a lot of sense. She earns commissions from people she get to buy these mushrooms, and that's why she's advocating it so hard. And then she has readings and ceremonies with Ellie, and when I click on this link, she has 60-minute psychic readings and energy healing, $249. She have another psychic reading audio file, $99. Then she have one-on-one mushroom ceremony in person, and I think this goes on for about 6 hours. And y'all, $1,555. You're paying someone the amount that you can pay a therapist in like probably 5 months. You see, that should tell you I never booked with a therapist before, because I don't even know how much it costs to book with a therapist. All I'm saying is, guys, it makes so much sense why people like this advocate for these health remedies and natural remedies so hard on the internet, because most of the times they're benefiting from it. They're just looking to make a profit, and it's never guaranteed that these things could work. It's a possibility, but there's so many other options that you could take to get the exact same, if not better, results from a licensed professional. No way you're advocating for us to take mushrooms and spend $88 on a live water and then spend $49 on these mushrooms, and under the same breath you drink matcha. It's no joke, y'all. She loves matcha. Like, she talked about matcha in her mushroom healing journey.
Okay, only the soft, spiritual mushroom girlies are gonna understand this, but some days, when you have matcha, it tastes like... And other days, I just really wish this was a fucking coffee.
And I was so confused. I said, did you not just spend $88 on a live water because you cared about what was in the water? You don't know what they put in that matcha? When you thought it couldn't get any more crazier. Y'all, she spoke to aliens. She spoke to aliens. She spoke to aliens.
Let's talk about aliens, because they're the stars of the show and I communicate with them, and they also use my body as a vessel with my permission. There is a very specific message that they've just wanted to communicate to the collective, and that has just come up very, very frequently. There are both dark and light beings. The light ones are deeply supporting us right now and protecting us, and they are assisting in this ascension, this raise in collective frequency, where people are tuning into the wisdom of their heart, they're tuning into their intuition, into their soul calling, and this is raising the frequency of our planet. This has been planned, and not even planned, but just in the works for a very long time.
Y'all, I'm so confused. Like, what the hell is she talking about? What is she saying? I'm confused as to what is she saying. And if there's light and dark aliens and the light ones are rooting on us and supporting us, can they come down here and tell the government a little thing or two about how the people over here are living? We have a homelessness crisis. Prices are raising every year. Minimum wage isn't raising that much. Back home, grapes cost $10. Credit eggs cost $10. There's famines in different countries. There's wars. You know, can they come deal with that if they're rooting on us? Can you tell them that for us? I swear, rich people are the only people who can get away with being crazy and high. If it was a regular person, if it was me in my regular house, in my shack-up house, police would be at my door trying to look to see what else I might have. The mushrooms might be legal, but they can try to pin me down and say, oh, you want something else, you're going to jail. Like, it's not making sense. Only rich people can get away with this. For crying out loud, Jada Smith and Will Smith didn't allow their kids to go to school and also introduced their kids to a lot of weird things, which regular people would get arrested for, bro.
CPS will be at your door.
Anyway, since my camera's about to die, long story short, please don't take medical advice from people who are just trying to gain a profit and probably don't know what the hell they're talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about, but at least I'm not trying to sell you nothing, okay? Just here for entertainment purposes. Do whatever works for you. Talk to a professional, preferably, and just live your life. I don't know how many subscribers we're at because I haven't been looking at the numbers like that, but thank you guys so much for watching and supporting my videos, and leave a like and comment if you enjoyed this video. I am sick right now. I'm gonna go make more tea and I'm gonna go do my assignments because school is